We never say no to cold pizza, kid.
What's that?
Not talking to you. That's got teeth marks, kid.
Hello?
Talking to the pizza. A dead cop. Not a great start to our road trip, kid. But the guy was asking for it. Pulling a gun on us. And at least this way, he can't ID us. Still, maybe we could have handled it differently? I don't enjoy having blood on my hands.
You look pale. I recommend medical attention stat.
I'm fine. Probably something I ate.
I was talking about the gaping hole in your arm, but okay, sure, yeah. Happy to hear your bowels are good. Maybe get yourself patched up now.
I'm worried about Sai. She seems on edge.
Sai's always on edge. That's her thing. Hell, we're all on edge. You don't need my spider sense to see that. The cop getting splattered didn't help. No, I'm more worried about you, Pax. You have a lot on your shoulders. Literally. And after what we went through last night...
Don't worry, I can handle it. I'm not your responsibility anymore.
Jesus. I'm just trying to be here for you. I can do that, you know? Even if we're not sharing a bed.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm happy you're here, Gnome. It means a lot to me. I didn't mean
It's
to.
okay. Thank you. Go get your arm patched up. You don't want to end up with a cheap plastic substitute like this idiot.
Where's Theo?
That hole in the wall right there? Luna said to send you through as soon as you came back.
You're missing the point. UU is actually contributing to the economy.
Walking on the backs of millions of gig economy workers in stiletto heels, sure. They're lining their pockets.
And paying taxes. There's a reason they're on the board. It's not just a giant conspiracy.
I've also spent a fair amount of time serving UU.
Haven't we all? And now we're doing this. See how that works?
No? Honestly, no. I see no connection. We were exploited, we got lucky, we escaped the financial death spiral. Not everyone's so lucky.
I didn't get where I am through luck. I worked hard. And if it wasn't for UU, I'd probably still be unemployed.
How long before they respond?
Not long. Lottie's very diligent, but we've had some connection issues.
Nova Scotia hasn't replied yet either.
You sent a message through the Greenland number? Might want to try the computer.
Why would the weave be quicker than satellite? You said there were connection issues.
Both channels have been spotty. Can't hurt to cover all options.
Okay. Are you feeling better?
Let's get you patched up.
What are you doing?
Contacting New Jerusalem. We need to know their library is still online before we leave Pacifica. So far, nothing. Luna? You're sure your line's active?
Very sure.
Anything from New Jerusalem?
Not yet. But the data rate is low. It's like communicating with the moon.
We should get started. Please, take a seat. Your name's Pax, right? I'm Luna. Let's check the damage. Hold still. This might hurt.
Where'd you get a dock?
Same place that's helping you across the Republic. Nova Scotia pulled some strings or paid some bribes. I don't know what we'd do without it. We get a lot of people coming across from the Republic, and some are in a bad state. I've seen kids as young as 4 or 5. Tragic stuff. The dock's a literal lifesaver. There's mostly tissue damage with some vascular trauma. Bone looks intact. Doc will get you patched up in no time.
Is that one of the books we're bringing?
Not that exact one, but plenty like it. We put them in neutral jackets. Helps pass cursory inspections. Orwell's 1984. A bit on the nose, I know. But game knows game. As I was saying, Doc will get you patched up in no time. It won't fix that bloody shirt, though.
Are you a
should change
supporter?
before you... Sorry?
The poster?
Medina Castillo. We are supporters, I guess you could say that. Our organization favors political change in the Republic. We don't believe in armed revolution.
Do you really believe she can win against the old dictator?
President Ward's stepping down, but against his son? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it won't fix that bloody shirt, though. You should change before you leave.
Will my arm recover?
Should be good as new. This machine's top of the line. Puritan tech. Soon as we're done here, we need to load the bus with supplies for the libraries.
What are these supplies?
Books, magazines, political pamphlets, care packages for the libraries. Materials forbidden inside the American Republic. The librarians will be happy to see you. It's lonely, being a safe harbor in a fascist storm. Sorry about making presumptions earlier. We don't see a lot of divergence these days, and that leaves a lot of room for conspiracies to grow. I wish there was more time to talk. I'd like to learn more about, about what you can do. All of you. But it's looking good. 90% there, though we should let Doc do some extra surface work to avoid scarring.
We prefer anomals.
I apologize. Anomals. I think the last one to pass through was 2-3 years ago. He was like you, could make people bend to his will with just words. What do you call it? Mesmerism? I apologize if I get the terminology wrong. I don't need a lot of...
Mesmerism is what most people think of when they hear deviant. In actuality, that's very rare. Most anomals have more narrow skill sets.
I know next to nothing about anomals, but I'd like to learn more. This might sting again.
Ow!
Wound's been cleaned and sealed. We just need to give Doc enough time to close it up properly and make it look...
What's happening, Luna?
Could be a false alarm, could be trouble. You folks stay here. Don't go anywhere. Pax, let Doc finish up. And please, get yourself a shirt from the break room table. You can't cross the border looking like a serial killer.
Are those...
Pacific Ops.
Where's the car?
Dismantled and destroyed, all part of the plan. And a purity security detail.
If it's just the cops.
No. Look, a purity security detail. What was that? Oh. This does not look like a raid. If they even suspected we were here, they would have brought an army.
What do we do?
We stay calm and we stay put. We knew this might happen. If they decide to search the place, we'll be safe in the library. La Torre's designed to hide fugitives. Maybe let the crew know what's happening? Soon as the cops leave, we should be on our way.
What's happening?
Unwelcome visitors. Where's Sai? She's still in there?
I don't know what she's up to.
Sai, everything okay?
Okay, the fucking alarm just went off. No, things are not okay. Just let me stay in here.
Yeah, that's not an option. Hey, you hungry?
Am I hungry? You're asking me if I'm hungry?
I have jerky. Strong nuts.
I'm having a mental health crisis here and you're trying to feed me jerky!
Okay, I see how this might look bad, so I'll just hold on to this jerky for later.
You're the worst. I'm not talking to you.
Smooth. I guess it's time to bring out the big guns.
I guess. Sai?
What? What do you want from me, huh? I told you, I'm not going anywhere.
Stop it! You need to take a moment to pull yourself together. We need you. Take a deep breath. Everything's cool. We're cool. I'm just trying to stop you from spiraling.
Yeah, okay, fair. Not sure you had to use Vox on me, but fine. I'm not spiraling anymore, so there's that. I'm ready to go now.
Are we good? Are you good?
I don't know, man. It's been a rough day. Why did the alarm go off earlier?
You didn't tell her? Just a false alarm. We need help with some boxes.
Yes! This is exactly what I need right now. Some boxes to lift.
I hate that you're not joking, Sai.
Hey, is this thing... Can they hear me down? Oh, okay. Folks, Luna here. I shut off the alarm, but we need you on your way.
This is degrading.
Like, now. Grab one of the boxes on your way up. We need the bus packed and ready.
Our passports, visas, invitation letter. I think that's everything.
It'll get you safely across the Republic border, but after that...
We're on our own. Until we reach the Salt Lake Library. What if your visitors decide to revisit?
There are hundreds of farms. Are they going to investigate all of them? Once you've left, we have nothing to hide. Aside from the one patrol car 10 minutes ago, the roads look clear. The quicker you leave Pacifica, the better.
We'll be on our way across the border shortly. I believe that was the final box, Pax.
Yup.
And you have the cargo?
It's safe with us. With me, Theo.
All right. We just need to... Hey! Mira! Will you guys quit it?
Did you not want us to practice?
Check this out, Gnome!
Nice. I can't wait to play our first gig.
Do we have a name yet?
How about... the Anomals?
Sure. If you want to commit suicide.
Listening to those two idiots, I think your touring band cover story is sheer lunacy. But hey, what do I...
Hey, what's the golem doing on the bus?
You mean your driver?
We're supposed to have a human driver, Theo.
Luna?
She won't be here until the morning.
So, one of us drives the bus. It's not rocket science.
You won't be allowed into the Republic.
We need someone with the license and skill set, Pax.
Ma'am, I'll be happy to serve as your driver. I want to assure you that I'm fully capable of operating this vehicle. My software is also approved for transportation inside the Republic, unlike yourself. I don't mean that you have software, of course. You lack the paperwork, but I don't need any. My software contains instructions for over 1,100 vehicles. I'm perfectly capable of driving this bus.
Don't touch me!
What was that?
Vox washback. Pax used words on the robot, but that doesn't work.
Not on machines.
Don't touch me again, Tin Can.
I was only trying to...
Okay. Robot, she gave you an instruction.
Noted.
Look, I'm sorry. It's the robot or nothing.
It's just the driver, Pax.
The robot saved Luna's bacon earlier. It can't be that bad.
This
Don't worry
isn't...
about it. There's no problem here, Pax. You won't even notice who's driving. You're making this into a bigger deal than it needs to be.
Okay,
Latest intel says the 80 is cleared to the east, all the way to the Republic border. I'm sorry I have to send you on your way, but we have a whole network to protect. This is not just about you. It's about the libraries and keeping the Weave operational. Without it, the Resistance is dead.
We know.
I understand.
Good. Get your cargo out of Pacifica and through the Republic to Nova Scotia, and your name will be in the history books.
We're not out to make history. We just want to do this job and get paid for it.
Fair enough. Nice shirt, by the way.
Ready to go?
I just wanted to say thanks for fixing me up. And for the shirt, it's colorful.
You're welcome. And safe travels, Pax.
It's probably time to leave.
You got everything?
Papers, passports. We're just missing the popcorn.
Why though?
Couldn't think of anything else starting with the letter P. Your silence speaks volumes.
Okay, Dad.
Dad? Really?
That was a dad joke, if I ever heard one.
If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Let's go.
Just waiting on you, Pax.
I guess we should get going.
Is anyone gonna buy our cover story?
Did you not hear us jam?
So the answer is no. Time to head out.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Check this out.
Do you even know how to play that thing?
I want to say yes.
Ready to head out?
After you.
Welcome on board. Please find your seat.
Our luggage is on board?
All of it, ma'am.
This is pretty sweet, Theo.
Thank Luna. She's the one who arranged all of it.
Plenty of room, too. I thought we'd be cramped. This seat's mine.
Not sharing?
Plenty of room, no reason to sit on top of each other.
In that case, vintage feels. Love it.
I'm not hating this. So, what do we call her?
For what? The bus?
They need a name.
Bus?
You do that on purpose, don't you? Hot dog! Next stop, Nevada.
Nova Scotia won't be happy about this, Pax.
So we let them know we're taking a different route
To
through
do that, I need access to the Weave. And that won't happen until we get to Salt Lake. We had a plan.
Your plan. And it's not like you've been forthcoming on everything, like the contents of our cargo.
I told you. I don't actually know what's in the data we hijacked from Purity. Nova Scotia's been tight-lipped about that, for good reason. The less we know, the better. We transport our cargo to Nova Scotia, and we don't ask questions. That was always the plan, and you agreed to it. Look, I'm not your enemy, Pax. I recruited you, and I'm trying to protect you. All of you.
They're my friends, Theo. Protecting this crew is my job. And taking a different route across the Pacifica border into the Republic is part of that.
Informing Nova Scotia about the detour is not our only problem. Given what happened this morning, the longer we stay in Pacifica, the riskier it gets. And if we don't show up for our booking in Winnemucca Tuesday night, we'll be in violation of our visa. We must get to Chicago by the 23rd, or we'll risk being stranded in the Republic.
We're ahead of schedule, so why not make an extra stop on our way to Nova Scotia? We'll still make it to Nevada on time.
Maybe. But I planned this route weeks ago. Now I don't know where we're going. Why? I've accounted for unforeseen delays, but this one didn't have to be. You could have told me earlier. We could have discussed it. I know you're used to working on your own. But if we can collaborate, it's not a partnership.
Fine. I'll tell you why we need to go north. Just go sit down.
All right.
Yo, Theo! What you up to, my man?
Perusing the map.
Perusing?
What's with the old-timey paper map? We're still Pacifica. Don't you have your mobile?
I destroyed my mobile yesterday.
Wow. Okay. Hardcore. You can borrow mine. I still have some data left.
None of us should be using a mobile.
It's a burner. They can't trace us.
They can trace everyone. Throw that thing away. You two know.
Fine, Mr. Buzzkill. You're not the one with over 40 followers on Squibble. But whatever. No big deal.
Hey.
Why is Pax standing there like that? Why are you standing like that, Pax?
I think she's about to do speeching.
Say something, Pax. It's getting awkward.
I know the original plan was to cross the border east into Nevada. And from there on to Utah and the Rockies. But we'll be taking a different route north. Through Liberty, Oregon. Before
Liberty?
I would actually like an explanation.
I concur.
What's Liberty? What did I miss?
My family lives there. My mom and my sister.
Your sister? Did you know she had a sister?
I did not.
Ziggy's... she's one of us. A normal. We can't leave without her. So we're going to Liberty to get her.
Why didn't you tell us this earlier?
Why didn't you tell me you had a sister?
I didn't think you'd agree to it, Theo.
If you told me it was because of family, I would have.
Hey, none of us have been home in ages. What makes you so special?
I guess picking up her sister makes this a bit different.
If we're detouring for Pax's family, why not drop in on my parents at the same time?
You know that's not the same, Sai. This is my last chance to say goodbye to Moms. We're just picking up my sister, and then we'll continue the journey. We transport the cargo across the Republic to Nova Scotia, we get our money, and then it's up to each of us to decide what's next.
Right. Plan on springing any more surprises on us?
No?
Fine. Fuck it. Let's go to Liberty. At least one of us gets to go home.
What about the plan? We're just abandoning that? Whatever. It's not like anyone's listening to me.
What was that, Theo?
Nothing.
We're the aliens. We're the refugees. We're nothing like, yeah, we're nothing like you. We will eclipse you. And for me. We're the Dustborn, this bug is airborne. We're the new porn, our kind is newborn. Another day, another dollar for weird science experiment.
It's not a science experiment, it's a linguistic test.
Dude, I have wires strapped to my head. I think this counts as weird science.
Fair point. Ready anytime.
So, you just want me to pick symbols again?
Same procedure as last time. When you see a prompt, push a button.
Okay. Let's do this.
How do you feel?
I pressed some buttons. What am I supposed to feel?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. It's mostly about those electrodes, not so much the buttons.
So, what are the electrodes telling you?
I don't know yet. We'll have to run this data through the... Okay, I deserve that look. I'll tell you more once you've studied the screen and pushed one of the buttons. And we've talked about the proto-language before, how it helps you vocalize. I'm gaining insight into how your vocals work, how you're instinctively using the proto-language to circumvent mental barriers, effectively bypassing the ears to get to the brain.
You make it sound so intrusive.
It is intrusive. It is brutal, and that's what makes it so incredibly fascinating. What's even more fascinating is how every anomal has access to different proto-language stems, giving them, you, different abilities. We know that's because of the broadcast, but we have no idea why it only happened to a tiny percentage of those who were exposed.
Have you ever... Do you know of any anomal who's learned new vocals?
New vocals? You mean post-broadcast? I don't think that's possible. According to our research...
It is. When I was a kid, I had a device that let me record echoes and mess around with the recordings until it played this strange chant. And then... it's how I learned to block and trigger people.
That's... But if what you're saying is true, it would change everything. This device would be extremely valuable.
I don't have it, but I might be able to get it.
Pax, if it works the way you describe it, Nova Scotia would pay a fortune for it. I'm glad you trust me enough to tell me. And I'm happy you agreed to participate in these tests.
I came for the money and stayed for the company.
Pax, I was thinking after we're done here today, maybe we could go out for a drink or, are you okay? Pax? Pax!
I know that tree. I've seen it before in the stillness. And now I'm dreaming about it, which makes sense, I guess. It's whispering. What's it saying? You need to get closer.
Doctors and scientists lie to us. They don't tell us the truth because they want to enslave us by putting transmitters in vaccines.
All they want us to do is clear control us.
They're implanting tracking chips in our bodies through vaccines.
Okay, it's that sort of dream. There are more of you.
They are murdering our children.